So guys, I'm sure that you all are well aware of the fact that there are three components to an effective email. Number one is your opening, second is your body or the main context, and the third is your closing. But before you proceed to the opening section, usually there is a subject line that you need to fill up. And as far as the subject line is concerned, you have to keep two things in your mind. The number one is that your subject needs to be short. Secondly, it needs to indicate your core message. And when I mean short, it really needs to be short within the word limits of 4 or 5 words. For example, you need a holiday and you have to send an email to your boss or your manager regarding same. So instead of writing the entire story, what you can do is you can write the subject as application for leave. So the message is conveying the core message and it is short and to the point and effective. So this is how you write the subject line. Now moving to the opening, what are the things that you have to keep in your mind? Let's look at it. So the first thing guys that you need to do is you need to start with some courtesies or with some salutation. Usually we Indians do not have that habit. We do not want to address the other person and we just move directly to the topic. But this is not how it works. You should always keep in mind that you are talking to the other person. You should before you move to the main context, you need to ask his well-being, ask if he is alright and ask everything is good at his end. And then you should proceed to the main topic. Second thing is, for example, there is a 2 bar when you are writing an email and you have written 4 people who need to read that email. So when you are writing an email, you have to make sure you address them equally. If you write everyone's name or you use the word everyone everywhere, you don't have to single out a single person and you have to keep addressing him and ignore the other person. This never looks nice. Alright. And thirdly is you have to be neutral when you are writing an email to a female, because you never know whether she is married or not. So people are usually confused whether to use Mrs. or Miss. So try avoiding that because you're not aware of the status of whether she's married or not. So use MS because it's neutral in nature. Alright, and usually there is a new trend in the market. I've seen people and emails that hit me up which says it's high priority and it's very urgent, and people overuse it. So usually in order to gain so that their email gets more importance, they try to overuse these words, but these words are kind of offensive. So if the email really is urgent, just write it down once, but don't overuse these words as it changes the tone of your entire emails, and this is not what you want to do, trust me. And last thing is, when you are writing your opening, you need to clear what is the context of your email and what are you trying to convey in your body, so that the person moves ahead and reads your body. So in your opening, you have to keep all these points in your mind. And let's move to the body. What are the things that you have to keep in your mind? Alright, now moving to the next section, it is your body. So what are the points that you need to keep in your mind? The number one is, guys, always write in bullet points. Never write it in the form of long paragraphs, because long paragraphs are actually very boring. If you talk about me, I never like to read long paragraphs. But if you convey your message using bullet points, so that the other person who is reading, he won't be wasting much of his time and your message would be conveyed more easily. So this is the first thing that you need to keep in your mind. The second thing is, guys, you need not embarrass yourself by making a spelling or a grammatical mistake. This is the last thing you want to do. So either learn them properly using rules, or what you can do is there are various platforms where you can post your content and you can evaluate whether what you are using is grammatically correct or not. So before sending an email, do cross check whether what you are sending is alright or not. This is the second thing. Third thing is, never use any acronyms and slang words when you're talking in the formal context, because you might be aware of those acronyms and slang words. The other person might not have heard all those terms before, so you need to avoid all those words. Stop using LOLs and LMAO. So these are something that you need to avoid. And the third last thing is, you need to write your emails in active voice. We all are aware of the concept of the active and passive voice. If you're not, I'll be posting a video regarding same in my upcoming videos. So you need to check that out, what is active voice and how to convert a passive voice into an active voice, so that your email becomes more effective. Now, as far as your closing is concerned, let's look into some points that you need to keep in your mind. So whenever you're closing, you need to summarize the action that is required through that email, so that in the ending you have kind of coherence with what you have written above. So you need to summarize the action that is required. This is the first thing that you need to keep in your mind. Secondly, when you end your email, don't send any casual phrases like, okay, cheers, have fun. People usually do that. This is not a WhatsApp group you're sending a message to, this is an email. So avoid it. The next thing is people use a lot of smileys as well. They send hearts, they send those smileys where they're laughing. But no, please, as far as in business communication is concerned, their use of smileys is strictly prohibited. So never use them. And another thing which I've seen, it's the most common thing is while ending any email, people tend to give their pearls of wisdom. Something, they need to end with a motivational quote of Gandhi ji or, Nelson Mandela or something, but don't do that. No one has time to read your email or your motivational quote or what you're trying to convey. So just keep your length of your email to the minimal so that it is more effective. So guys, these were some do's and don'ts as far as the email writing was concerned. If you follow all these guidelines, I'm sure your emails would become 100% more effective. Alright, so guys, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any doubts or if you want me to come up with some new videos, you can comment in the comment section. Alright, take care.